Hi guys, I'm here with the management of Ashok Leyland. I have with me the CTO of the company, Mr. N. Saravanan, and the CEO, Shenu Agarwal. Thank you so much for taking time out to chat with us.
Thank you.
I will start with you first. A host of products unveiled at the Auto Expo. Talk to us about the one common theme, which is sustainable mobility and fuel agnostic services, fuel agnostic products. So tell us a bit more about what the big launches have been.
I think if you look at the portfolio we launched today, it starts with CNG at the low end, for example, a 14-seater van, then we have a heavy truck and LNG. We're trying to showcase the entire gamut of possibilities. You're looking at combination of CNG, LNG, battery electric vehicles, hydrogen fuel cell, hydrogen ICE. We showcase in a variety of platforms, but it doesn't stop there. What I'm trying to say is we have the technology, we have the skills to deploy any of these wherever we want. It's a question of what does the market demand, where does the ecosystem develop. Based on that, we can productionize any of the technologies. Idea is to say the market is moving away from diesel, even though slowly, but we are ready for whatever that market demands.
Some people are a bit concerned that the recovery in volumes at Ashok Leyland has not been as strong. The profitability is yet to be visible in the numbers. So I know that you guys launched a new logo with a new tagline, Koi Manzil Dur Nahi. So what is your milestone, or what is your one next manzil or milestone that you guys are eyeing in terms of turning more profitable and rewarding your investors?
Yeah, see, firstly, let me correct that perception that we have been not that successful in turning around on the market share front. I think the recovery has been humongous. And as I said, I mean, I have been not in the CV industry per se, but in a broader automotive industry for many, many years. And I have not seen such kind of a turnaround. So I really want to compliment the existing leadership team for such a great feat. And as I said, I hope and that we can continue to improve our market share performance. That is one. Koi Manzil Dur Nahi is actually our new brand tagline, and it is not for the short horizon, but it is for the long run. There was nothing wrong with our previous tagline called Aapki Jeet Hamari Jeet, because that was like more about customer centricity and living the customer way. However, the things are changing very, very fast in our industry. I think more than one can imagine, right? I don't know when the tipping point will come, but as Dr. Saravanan also explained, we want to be future ready. But the needs of the ecosystem, the needs of the customers are changing very, very fast. And we just want to be future ready. I think Koi Manzil Dur Nahi just reflects that spirit, that as a company or as an industry, we want to be future ready. There is nothing that is impossible. That is a spirit we should imbibe in Ashok Leyland and in the industry as well. And that is why we thought that this is an opportune time to come up with a new tagline, which is so inspiring, I think, and very futuristic.
The budget is just around the corner. But before I get to that, I want to understand to what extent has a company like yourself benefited from the PLI schemes rolled out yet? Has there been any synergies or any benefits seen?
Yeah, so I
Direct
mean,
or indirect?
yeah, directly and indirectly both. In terms of PLI, definitely we really welcome this huge move from the government. And we have, I think, applied for certain benefits under PLI and qualified. So those investments and those efforts would continue to shape. But overall, yeah, a very good scheme and very helpful for the industry.
And anything else that you guys have, both of you, as far as your budget wish list is concerned, of course, anything expected or anything that you want to flag off to us?
No, not really at this point in time. Of course, there is always a wish list, as you can imagine, from a business. But I think
The industry, something that the industry needs right now.
I think the overall ecosystem is very favorable right now. As I said, for at least next 2 to 3 years, we see that there is going to be a good growth in our industry. I think what we would expect is just from the government, not to be very specific, but being general, the government to really support efforts of companies like us who are trying to move towards the future, because that will just not be us, but it will also be driven, this adoption will be driven by the ecosystem changes that are not fully in our control. Although we are willing to participate in those, but we cannot directly influence or control those. So I think that will only happen if government and private organizations like ours, they work hand in hand. And that is the only expectation, I think, broader expectation we have from the government to continue to support these new technologies.
Anything from the purely tech
No,
standpoint?
I think government is doing a good job in terms of PLI scheme as an example. But I think there's also probably opportunity to probably encourage more R&D in terms of whether it's a tax policy or whatever. I think that is required because the expectation industry has to develop continue to develop diesel, but also invest in significant technology. So anything on the R&D front I think would be fantastic.
All right, and just to follow it up, one quick question on PLI. Is it perhaps helping you also to ramp up your defense play, perhaps, or any other peripheral businesses? Given the host of initiatives that have been doled out.
I think primarily we are focusing on the electric vehicles and hydrogen vehicles, not necessarily in the defense. So our focus has been on the hydrogen fuel cell, the clean mobility portion of the PLI.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jen.